Now, when you
See, I end up out here, which I hate.
when you swing the club, swing it as if you're holding a rope. Again, and then initially go a bit easy with your wrist.
Okay.
And feel the motion of the club head. Keep swinging backwards. Keep swinging backwards. In doing that, you stopped in the backswing here. The rope goes all the way.
Okay.
But you're stopping the club right here. Let the club head go a bit more, so that you can see the club head on this side.
Okay.
So don't fight with the club. Don't fight with the club. Again, use the body more. So keep the arms close to your body. And then initially, you don't have to swing that hard, but keep a small motion like this. Use the legs. So particularly at the end of the swing motion here, no need to just hold it here. Let it go here. Let it go here. Let it go here. Let it go. Again, do not fight your club. So instead of intentionally trying to manipulate the club motion, throw both ways. You're throwing outward. Throw and let the club head go as much as possible. Okay? Yeah. About this much. Typically, people go about this much. If you go this much, then you are intentionally loosening your grip. Yeah. So as long as you have a tight grip here, try to maintain the club motion and let it go here. Again, your goal is to move the club head around your body instead of using your arms here. Pay attention to the club head motion. That's a lot more planar now. Now, and then when you go high up here, your goal is not to bring the hands high up here, but rather let the club head go all the way here. Pay attention to the club head motion. Here, you are dropping this. So if this club head has enough speed here, throw, if you maintain the motion, then it'll go here. Okay. Naturally, right?
Yeah.
Instead of bringing the hands high up here and then try to go down this way, just here. When you maintain the club motion, and then you are going here instead of.
Yeah.
So again,
I'm trying to cheat it by just making it feel shorter, and that's not.
Let's do this. The club is too light right now, so let's use something a bit heavier. When you have a heavier object, you can feel the motion of the end of the device easier. So hold the butt here. When you this is fairly well balanced here. That's why I like it. But so you don't have too much weight on the head side. But swing here, and then if you maintain this motion, it will go here. Let it go here. Mm-hmm. So it's about the club head motion or the end of the whip here that you need to control and go all the way here instead of to try to go to certain body posture here. Pay attention to the motion of the end. Yes. Again, make the backswing a bit bigger in the end. Make the backswing. In the backswing, throw the end of the whip all the way. Swing. Now, as you do this, you have to make sure that you have a consistent swing plane. Yeah. Currently, in the downswing, you're turning this way too much, and you're bringing the whip this way here, inward.
This way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Part of the reason is because the club head drops this way.
Yeah.
It's staying behind. And on the way down, try to go this way here. So make sure you follow the same swing plane both ways. So maintain the same swing plane. when you use the rope, because it's flexible, you cannot manipulate, so automatically follows the plane. But now you can manipulate it, but you have to really pay attention to the motion of the end of the whip, so maintain that motion instead of dictating the whip. Do not try to swing hard this way. Your effort is in the backswing.
Okay.
Try to throw the device laterally in the backswing more actively. Yes. The backswing is getting shorter. Move it more. Yeah, don't fight with the device. Let it go all the way. And then make sure you maintain consistent swing plane here, back and forth. Now it's getting better. Because it is heavy, no need to swing hard.
Yeah.
So it go a bit easier. And just particularly add a bit more effort in the backswing. In the downswing, you don't have to swing that hard. And then, minimize the off-plane motion.
Yeah.
Near the top. Just to promote more on-plane motion all the way here. Instead of dropping this, having this motion. Yeah, throw and then make the backswing a bit bigger. Yeah, now it's more consistent.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for you, having a bit shorter backswing is okay.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. But the only thing is that you have the tendency, when you have a shorter backswing, if you stop it here, you tend to drop it.
Yeah.
Drop the cleaver this way here. So, when you let it go a bit more, then you're going to this position.
Yeah.
Because you are maintaining this motion and go here. But if you stop here, you tend to do this.
Yeah.
Dropping this backward here.
Makes ton sense.
Yeah, stopping here. So this is what you need to feel here. At the end of the backswing, whether you are really letting the end of the club go all the way here, okay, more along the plane. So you are emphasizing more on-plane motion instead of off-plane motion here. There's no need to swing that hard, but try to make sure that the device is moving along the same plane both ways. So actually, the timing where you have to introduce the supination is about here. That way, you will be able to let the club go this way. If you don't supinate the forearm, what happens is you are lifting the club up.
Yeah.
So let it go here and then maintain this motion. Go here. So the reason why we're using the progression supination is to make sure that the club moves along the same plane. Easy planar motion here. Continuous motion, easy. So as you do this motion continuously, your goal is to move the end of the whip along the same plane here.
Yeah.
Swing. So when you want to drop the club a bit more, it should not come from lifting the arms here, but by turning the body a bit more. Yeah. And then your goal is, so here's a canvas around your body. You are drawing something using this brush here.
Yeah.
So the end of the brush is going here and then draw the line here, which gives you a planar motion of the head here, right?
Yeah.
So this is the goal here. And your body has to allow the club move that way. So by using the body motion here, you have to let the brush go all the way here instead of always try to lift the hands here.
So I feel it in the trying to go continuous. My my hands want to slow down so then they can do it. Whereas you've got to feel it.
Yeah. And then you go easy with your wrist a little bit, then it will be easier to maintain the motion. So feel the motion of the end of the whip. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, now the motion is a lot simpler.
Yeah.
Because the whip is moving along the same plane here. You don't have to worry about moving it this way.
Yeah.
Then all you need to worry about is going this way and this way, so going back and forth here.
Yeah.
Because the motion plane is fairly consistent now. So again, the same thing. Yes. Keep going, keep going. Use the body motion, allow the whip continue. Yes, yeah. So when you go a bit easier, you don't have to put a lot of effort, and also the motion becomes a lot more consistent here. Yes. Keep going, keep going. Use the body motion, allow the whip continue. Yes. Because now you feel the motion of the whip here. So instead of trying to dominate it.
Absolutely.
So always you have to communicate with the device. In order to communicate with somebody, you have to first respect the person, right?
Yeah.
So you have to understand the inertial characteristics of the device.
Yeah.
And then you are working with it and then to generate the reasonable frequency here. And if you go faster than that, you're rushing.
Yeah.
And then if you have a pause, then it's too slow, right?
Okay, yeah.
So you have to develop reasonable frequency here by using the leg actions. I don't know whether it's really a resonance frequency of the system, but so you should have a reasonable frequency. You don't rush, but you don't pause.
Yeah.
But continue the motion. In doing that, if something is causing this off-plane motion, you have to eliminate that.
Yeah.
And then promote to go the on-plane motion here. But still, it doesn't mean that it's completely on the swing plane all the time. But as you go to the end of the motion, it deviates. So it shows a positive deviation here.
Yeah.
But at least from here to here, maintain it in the swing plane here. So all you need to pay attention is the motion here. And then continue this motion.
Yeah.
Then you will stay close to the swing plane.
Yeah.
So then you are generating more swing plane centric motion.
Yeah.
Instead of introducing a lot of off-plane motion.
Yeah, we got your functional
Yeah.
from here.
Yeah.
And so I'm leaving the plane, plus from a muscular standpoint, it's not really.
And when you introduce all these motions here, then you make the swing motion more complex.
Yes.
And on the way down, you have to control this to have a consistent impact.
Yeah.
But if you make your swing more complex, then you have to deal with the more factors
Yes.
at the same time, right? So
Absolutely.
then it's hard to control. But when the swing motion is pretty much it's a planar motion, natural deviation, positive deviation at the end here,
Yeah.
because of the anatomy here. Then there's natural motion here, and all you need to pay attention is using the rhythmic body action and then try to promote good motion on the plane here.
Yeah.
So for that, you have to again refrain yourself from dominating the color, but rather you have to play with the device. In other words, you should respect the inertia of the.
And it's respected this, not dominating
Yeah.
it.
Instead of moving the hands in certain ways,
yeah.
you have to really work with the motion of the device, and then body works with the device to create the necessary motion. So feel the motion of the whip.
Yeah.
Because this is heavier than club, it's a bit easier to feel the motion.
That.
Yes. 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 So you can certainly put your effort, but in the right direction.
Correct.
Instead of doing this,
Correct.
go up here and then throw.
Yeah.
So swing comes up and then push.
Yeah.
So that's the idea.
Makes a ton of sense.
Now, let's record it from here. So always feel the motion of the device you are dealing with. And ready, go. Yes. So, yes. Now you really work with the device because now you understand the inertial characteristics of the device. So you don't go too fast, you don't go too slow. You work with the device.
Yeah.
That's why it's important to use different devices with different inertial characteristics. So that when you're dealing with something heavy, then you have to adjust your body motion. So slow down a little bit, but have a gradual acceleration, deceleration. So you don't put a lot of burden on the body, but you can work with the heavier object. When you're a lighter one, then you can have a quick acceleration. That's okay.
Yeah.
But particularly when you deal with something heavy, you have to redistribute the acceleration, deceleration, and make it smooth so that it doesn't put much burden.
Correct.
Yeah, so that's why it's important. This is a special version of Orange Whip. They installed this wheel for us so that we can use it on the board like this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So this is not commercially available. Yeah. Special edition from Orange Whip. Now the club is a bit lighter than the Orange Whip, so it's easier to manipulate, but still maintain the same thing. It seems that your club is a bit lighter than I expected. Yeah, it's a bit lighter than I expected. With your body, you can go a bit heavier ones, so that you can feel the motion of the club a bit better. But yeah, go easy swing back and forth, but make sure you maintain the club head motion. So when you continue the motion, it's better, but at the beginning of the backswing, when you start the backswing, you tend to move the club head ahead of you.
Yeah.
That's why you tend to lift this and then going this way here. So here, try to go straight here. Instead of keeping the club head ahead of you and then lift it up, just go this way. Again, if you're holding it here, then the arms are against the chest here, and when you turn the body, it's more or less this motion here. And then add the motion later, instead of early wrist cut.
Yeah, I've tried to hold it off before, but I wasn't using that right leg trigger.
That could be a little better swing.
That's the bit that I need.
Yeah, so again, the swing continuously. So always as you go here and then about here, when your arm goes about here, then your club head goes high here.
Okay.
So in a sense, use wrist, actively, intentionally, so that if you go from here, then let it go. By using this wrist motion, you are promoting the club head motion. Let it go here. Let it go here. Instead of, if the club head goes ahead and you lift this whole thing, then you have this motion.
So it's not trying not to use the wrist, it's having them help you with that push.
More active motion, but you throw the club so that you actually promote the club head motion. Yes.
Like that.
Yeah. And then in that process, you're always throwing it along the swing plane. Let it go, and then it'll be easier to maintain the more planar motion there, right? Again, swing back and forth continuously for the moment. No need to put a lot of effort in the downswing. Just continue the motion, and feel the swing plane. And then move your body in such a way that you maintain consistent swing plane.
So Dr. Kwan, I've noticed when you do your demonstrations, you tend to start with the forward momentum and then pull it back, and then Steve just starts. Is that something that you?
It's a natural way to promote a good planar motion. When you always have this motion,
he always has.
let it go. It's easier. And then in the situation where you cannot do this, then you have a little body motion, and then let it go. Yeah. But always, the key is using the speed here, and then have a planar motion. throw around instead of, again, using your arms in certain ways. I think for you, Steve, for you, using a bit heavier club would be better.
Okay.
That way you can better communicate with the
Yeah.
club. And then because you are strong enough, you can handle heavier club.
Yeah.
And
Steve loves getting.
it doesn't have to be a high swing weight, but in general, the mass and moment of inertia,
Yeah.
try to increase it a little bit so that you can better communicate with the club.
Let me get a heavier one of them.
Do you think irons as well?
So once you try the weight and MOI, and then if you feel better with a bit heavier one, you can also go with the heavier ones in the irons.
Yeah. Well, my irons are super heavy. So if you feel these.
Yeah, also, you can probably increase the mass a little bit.
Yeah.
So because you are strong, you can benefit from a bit heavier object. So then with the same speed, the momentum will increase.
Yeah.
So I think particularly the driver.
So I'd probably get that weight changed out.
So either increase that weight and also probably consider putting a lead tape on this side. So the overall increase the mass.
Okay.
So if you feel it's a little bit heavier, not just on the head side, but overall, if you feel it a bit heavier, you can better communicate with the.
Okay. Yeah.
But those who are not that strong, heavy club is actually bad. But for you, you are strong enough, so using a bit heavier ones would be better. Yeah. Because if it's too light, sometimes you don't feel the motion of the club head. That's why you try to use your arm to go to certain body posture. You respond well to the orange whip because it's heavier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Again, easy wrist and then try to maintain good club head motion. Yes. Yes. So this time you're not opening this way too much. So it's a lot better.
Yeah.
So even if you drop it slightly, that's okay.
Okay.
That's okay. Unless it causes trouble on the way down. So dropping slightly is okay. It actually it prevents the crossover alignment.
Yeah.
So again, repeat the motion. Okay, swing, 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 swing. Yes. So you will still see a little bit of dropping the club head, but overall the plane is a lot more consistent now. Swing, 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 swing. Yes. So as you do this, you're now moving your body a lot better. Now you're not sliding the pelvis backward. Absolutely. So as you repeat this, your focus is more on the active throw and active throw this way instead of this here.
Yeah.
So, don't worry about what you're doing here. Just forget it.
Yeah.
And then just pay attention to your active motion here, and then throw this way, throw this way. Yeah. And with the good body rhythm here.
No, I like that a lot. It's I say to my students, when you sometimes see a problem, it's not that force that's the problem, it's the other force that's meant to balance everything. It's not So for the club head motion, we always have on-plane motion and off-plane motion. Yeah. And
then you introduce this off-plane motion intentionally because of the way you move.
Yeah.
Then you simply complicate the motion.
Yeah.
So in general, it should be more on-plane motion centric. And then your goal should be fast motion in the backswing, and then go slow down here, change the direction, and then again acceleration here, and then let it go.
Yeah.
So that way, you just focus on this motion instead of.
Yeah.
So some players play well with the really big looping, but it's the result of a lot of practices here.
Absolutely.
But when you teach your students, you wouldn't recommend that.
But I think even like you take Ryan Moore, he used to be really high, but he wasn't passive down here either. So
throw here, and then if it comes down to reasonable plane here, that's okay. But this causes excessive dropping of the club head, so that you have a tendency of reverse spiral swing,
Yeah.
then it becomes a problem.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So again, let me record from
I
here.
agree.
Yeah, your swing pattern is gradually changing. You start moving your body a lot more. Okay, ready, go. Yeah, I can see that now you are working with the club head
Yes.
a lot better. So everything is about moving the club head around your body instead of having a lot of unnecessary body posture. So. Yeah, I can see that now you. So in the end, what matters is the faster club motion, which is coming from good body action.
Yeah.
So now let's put it in structure. So let's do the two-step swing drill, the stage three. So maintain your stance here. So instead of having continuous swing, throw the club toward the target first, and then bring it back and swing. This is one cycle. Swing. Swing. Cycle by cycle. So this is initial motion is called the trigger motion.
Yeah.
So they will give you an active backswing. Oh, wait. So you lifted it up here. So in order to maintain overall the same swing plane, even the trigger motion should follow the same plane.
Okay.
So go more this way instead of lifting the club head. So here, come this way, and more this way here.
Okay.
So stick to this plane. And then in the backswing, you also have this plane.
Okay.
On the way down, you will also have this plane. The same plane all the way. Yes. Again.
Yeah.
Yes. So here, the secret is when you have active backswing, your downswing becomes automatically active.
Yeah.
So instead of putting a lot of effort in the downswing, put the effort in the backswing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now the swing plane is quite consistent. And they give a bit more time at the top here. So the overall rhythm is Vijay sing. Steve go.
I play better as VJ than Steve.
So that gives you good natural flow.
You got it.
It is the first one, your natural response was
Yeah.
going this. But go, Steve, go. Yes. So then swing motion becomes simpler, you use your body more. So keep that rhythm. Give me 5 cycles in a row, but each cycle by cycle, okay?
Okay.
One, 2, 3, 4. Now, in the trigger motion, this is also part of the rhythm here.
Yeah.
So instead of just going here, use the left leg. So in the trigger, you use the left leg. Yeah, and then in the backswing, you use the right leg. Downswing, left leg. So you're
Yeah.
alternating the legs. Yeah, so that way, when you have trigger motion, you don't have to use the arms a lot, but using the body, you can have reasonable size of the the trigger motion, and then using again the body motion, active backswing. Yeah, and then keep a bit more time, Now, as you swing, currently your swing plane is inward. So let's do this. I will stay, slide the right side of the target here. Try to throw the club this way. Again. Yes. So when I stay here, when you try to throw this way, then your club actually comes this way here. So if I stay here, then your club tends to go this way. So pay attention to which direction you're throwing the club head. So generally, when you have a good backswing here and then maintain the club at the right position, then on the way down, maintaining the swing plane toward target is easy.
Yeah.
But at the end, if the club head deviates either way, then downswing will be affected by that.
Yeah.
So in that perspective, you have to control how the club head moves at the top here. Your goal is to throw the club head along the direction you intend. So currently, I'm slightly on the right side of the target.
The longer.
So still backswing is a bit steeper, and then your club is dropping this way.
Okay.
So let's try to use a bit flatter backswing, see how it goes. Usually people have too flat a backswing plane, but in your case it's a bit too steep.
You want that way?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot, it looks a lot better. So that means that your right hand is pretty much moving along the shoulder line here, and from there you are throwing instead of going up here. Because your initial swing, your hand tends to go higher, and then you drop the club head intentionally.
Yeah.
That's why you have that ingrained.
Yeah.
But in the backswing, if you feel that you're moving your hands along the shoulder line here, slide over, go this way here, then you cannot drop this much. That actually gives good alignment. It's almost, the club is almost horizontal at the top. It doesn't drop much because your hand is now a bit lower here.
Yeah.
So that's really good.
Okay.
So with that, give me 5 cycles. Okay, so ready, go. Again. Okay. One more. Yeah, a bit lower hand position. Actually, dropping this is okay.
Yeah.
So you maintain fairly good position here. Go. Again. Okay. One more. Yeah, this is probably actually the way you want to go. So in the trigger, you tend to keep the club head a bit higher.
Yeah.
So
it's funny as well because I feel like I'm doing this, but it's actually keeping.
Yeah.
Relaxed.
This is actually better. So when your hands go here, you have less of this motion here.
Yeah.
When your hands go high up, then you tend to do this.
Yeah.
But it goes here, then you know that what you need is more axial rotation instead of lifting the body. That's a lot better. Again.
Did you actually go a bit more here?
Yeah, that looks good. That looks good.
That's good.
A bit lower. What you can do is slightly introduce the pronation of the right forearm. Yeah. That'll be easier. Again. Oh yeah, that motion actually looks a lot better. So keep it a bit lower here
Yeah.
instead of lifting the hands higher.
like that?
Yeah. That looks a lot more. The motion looks a lot more compact
Yeah.
and well organized. So let me watch it from here. 5 cycles. Okay, ready, go. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, I like this a lot better than the previous one. So, okay. Go. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh. So as you repeat this, it becomes more natural.
Yeah.
And you'll feel more comfortable. So you can now, you have more axial rotation here instead of lifting the
Yes.
body up here. So keeping it a bit lower.
Yeah.
This is a lot better. So practice this a lot and have a camera behind you and then check the plane
Okay.
and how the clevet moves at the end of the backswing and the overall, whether the swing plane is consistent, and also the frontal camera will give you whether you have good body motion here. Yeah. Then you'll be able to eliminate just the arm driven swing.
Yeah, no, that makes ton of sense. Mm-hmm. And I like, so when I'm with my students, I'll say like, I think the dynamic solution is always better than the passive solution. Yeah. And when you look what I've been doing, I've been trying to go around, but because I didn't have the emphasis in there, what needed.
Particularly this part is important.
Yeah.
With this, we can shape this side.
Yes.
Yeah. So the reason why I'm using this repeated motion, continuous motion, is because that way you can naturally let the club go using the inertia or the momentum, and then let it go, and then you can reshape your swing, your body motion around it.
Yeah.
Instead of your body does certain things and then dictate the motion of the device you're dealing with.
True.
Yeah. And then so, next time, let's have a swing analysis. And
Absolutely.
you will be able to see exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, no, like I said, I'm excited to be back in the lab, because you can imagine now, I'm very fortunate with what I've got, but it's nice to be back.
As I mentioned to her earlier, or last time, but if you want to be involved in our research, you're more than welcome.
Absolutely, that'd be.
So currently we just finished the study with the junior players.
Okay.
And 10 of them, they went through one session of the two-step swing drills.
Yes.
Stage 1 to 3. Stage 4 is a combination of stage 3 and the regular swing. And then, so we captured the before the session and after the session, compared. And then, so we see some positive results.
Oh, good stuff.
So the clever speed increased, and also naturally the range of motion of the body, center of mass, and the pelvis, and the ground direction force, all these showed significant changes.
Awesome stuff.
So the next one we are planning is to have multiple sessions.
Okay.
So day 1 we have a swing capture and explain, what the golfer does, like a typical swing analysis, and then the next 4 weeks or something we have multiple sessions of the two-step swing drills, and then the last day we'll capture again and see, the relatively long-term effect of the two-step swing drills.
Yeah.
And if you're interested, you can certainly be part of this study.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
Also, you can encourage your junior players to participate in this.
Yeah.
So, in the end, as a biomechanist, my goal is to help golfers.
Uh-huh.
And particularly, I need people who understand both sides, biomechanics and the practice.
Absolutely. And I think it can be tough sometimes because the coach doesn't. Golf is very belief driven. It's not fact driven. It's belief driven, and a lot of coaches teach what they were taught and what they believe in their own swing, and you have to be gentle when you tell them they're wrong.
Sometimes, yeah, you cause a lot of hits when
Yeah.
you say something against the,
Correct.
you know, what the people commonly believe. So, but yeah, I mean, but what we basically do is teach how to move the body
Yeah.
and why, based on the science and also what the fact.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Awesome stuff.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time.
yeah, keep practicing.
Will do.
Yeah.